how his wife pays half of the rent or mortgage. And they were like, nigga, have you lost your mind? And even Melissa Ford was like, I am flabbergasted.
He's supposed to pay all of it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
well, he's rich, right?
well, he was like, she's doing really well too. And they were like, no, there's a big difference. He was like, but she's doing good and she wants to pay. They were like, why are you letting her? He was like, one of them was like, you must not have the problems that we have in the hood with, because when they pay part of the mortgage, that's when they slamming doors, turning off the TV. I was like, oh, it's control. This is what this is.
We wouldn't have made it if Melissa didn't pay her half. I don't know what y'all talking
First
about.
Of all,
we couldn't have been alive.
Listen, I can't wait.
She paid more than her half.
If I would have to be a lunch lady, and he would have to be an NBA player for me to be like,
right,
I'm good. I just won't pay.
Some people don't respect women. They just want to put their peen in their
Link Acentus.
That is pretty much it. I was like, why is this? I just didn't even know men still thought that way.
Oh boy.
Not only that, I actually it was sent to me in a group chat. I actually have a friend who was just like, yeah, nah. I ain't paying. No, I won't do it.
As a woman, our role is to support the man. The man, we are the kings and the divine of this universe.
Divine.
When his voice starts sounding like it, who is that? Is that Akon talking?
The women don't create life.
That's what quote I wanted.
That
boy
sounds.
We supposed to be in our different classes. We supposed to be in our different classes.
That is true.
People done told us we ain't supposed to be all up in here together. Being on Twitter is like being in the barbershop forever.
I'm glad
that's a great analogy.
Just like
there's always a point where you're just like, what are you talking about?
Speaking of which, I listened to the one ad that Greg sent the comments about. They are tripping.
I didn't hear you overly stumble.
It didn't sound like anything different that we don't normally do on every single ad.
I was like, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. It doesn't matter how many times I've read that thing. Unless it's memorized, I'm going to stumble.
And they want it to be
well, also,
what's the word?
I don't think Audio Boom was tripping.
No,
because they didn't ask for a make good. They were just relaying info.
What was that? What I can't even remember what they did.
Fix Your Credit
Company. I'll just hush and
be
legal in all 50 states.
That's it, man. You better hope.
Can you talk to me in LaCroix, Josh?
Pampaloose. Like, the petty in me wants to be like, next time I read it, personalized. This is how I personally personalize the feeling of this. Oh, thank you. And
Pampaloose.
The fact that you have so much trust in his hands and you have that much trust in your own hands, I would not have caught that can not one time in my life. This carpet would be soaked and drenched and mildewed from the amount of times I would have slapped it out of the air. God just did not give me that capability, and I'm okay with it.
You got to learn how to do it. This is from years of playing sports. I taught my sons how to catch, like, through their whole life. I have thrown pretty much every household item that is not dangerous at them. I've thrown pieces of bread. I've thrown loaves of bread. They can catch with both hands. We played so many catching games. I was not going to let my babies be out here having people be like, where was your dad? Why can't you throw a football? Why can't you catch? You don't have to be great at sports, but you should be able to catch that ball.
Work past my DNA, and I don't know if that's enough for Marcus. I think it might be too much for a big Marcus to have to work past. Actually, little Marcus is not terrible at catching, but he's not great. He's got to know what's coming. He's got to really know. But he's getting better at basketball, so. Is they getting better?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
I just really wish I could coach their team.
Why can't you?
Because I don't have the time, and you have to be you have to be an employee of the school.
Right. Well, just sideline coach.
I do. Okay. And you can tell immediately the difference. I was at their game yesterday, and their other team was in a zone. And this is inside basketball, but this is very simple. Zone defense, they stand here.
I know basketball.
Okay, good.
Okay.
They 2-3 zones what they were in.
Yeah.
Isaiah's team is all around the perimeter. And I'm like, Isaiah, have one of your guys stand in the middle.
Right.
Pass it to him. They'll come down. Then you can pass to the side. All they do is pass around the perimeter and it gets stolen. And I'm like,
well, yeah, because they're passing so far, they could just
and they're not. They don't throw strong passes. They haven't, and that's why I'd be so frustrated. They get blown out, and the other teams are not that much better than them to warrant the games being that different. It's not like Isaiah's team is just terrible, like the other team always has better players, but they're infinitely better coached. So they'll get pressed, right? A couple weeks ago, they're getting pressed. And the inbounder would throw it to Isaiah, and the rest of his team would be waiting at the basket of their side. And they have the rest of the defense. And I'm talking about, and I never want to be that parent, but I couldn't, it was like infinite points being scored. They call timeout. I said, hey, y'all, stay on this side. Isaiah has no one to throw the ball to. He gets the ball. There's 5 kids just surrounding him. Isaiah's like, guys, come back. And he came back to me. He was like, I don't know why our coach didn't tell us that. He's like, I've never been pressed before. I didn't even know they could do that. So yesterday getting pressed, it's like it's never happened before. And they lose mostly by doggone rebounds. Like the other team don't be making it on the first shot. They just, if you rebound it and shoot eventually 3-4 times, it's gonna go in.
Yeah, as y'all are entering, go ahead and go vote and then come back.
Man.
Yeah, Marcus, he'll start sitting off in the bleachers tank for about 30 seconds. Then he is up. And he is like, he's on the railing, yelling mostly to Marcus. He don't know the other teammates. He's just worried about that baby. Now, their team hasn't lost yet. And they be blowing out these other teams. So I don't know where they're getting these teams because Marcus's team, they got 2 solid players. And the rest, you can tell, they're like, let's give sports a try.
Yeah. Let's give the old heave-ho.
Yeah, let's give sports a try. These other teams, though, I don't know where they got these babies.
I'd be so mad, Angel. I'd be like, and Isaiah was like, yesterday he wasn't shooting. He would just pass. And he plays point guard, so I get it. Then I was like, Zay, shoot. He was like, man, my shots don't always go in. And I said, boy, don't none of y'all shots go in. No. You have a better shot than almost, at least if we gonna be missing, you take your turn at missing.
Yes, it's scary to have. I could little Marcus that way. He's like, once he gets the ball, he's like, I don't trust myself, so let me give it to somebody else.
That's how I was when I was first. Like, if it's me, things will happen.
Right. I said, nope. Everybody sucks except for 2 people.
Listen,
take your chance every time.
I said, if it's your turn to shoot, shoot. If you're supposed to pass, then pass. But don't never shoot. For somebody else to be like.
But his team be up by 20, 25. I'm like,
your team they gonna play Isaiah then. Eventually we gonna see little Marcus' team up by. I was 5 minutes late to the game yesterday because I was shooting. When I got there, it was 30-3.
Oh,
how?
Oh my God!
5 minutes? How y'all generate that much offense?
Oh my God!
Yesterday, the coach they was up like literally 62 or 72 to like
Jesus
20, and their team was like messing up in a row. 50 seconds left, and the coach was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna call timeout." I said, "Nigga, I wish you would. I wish you would call timeout. You want to win by 46 instead of 44." Let's go home. I got a doo-doo. Let's just let this day be over.
The link in the email for votes to count. Do you? No, you can use any link, and you just put in your email address. Any link, any NAACP link, whether it's Kevin's or somebody else's, will work. But just click on Kevin's face.
And I want y'all to know, I have done my job up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have done comedy. I have done serious. I will continue to do so.
Continue to go.
If I lose, I will listen. Like I said in my poem, I'll lose winning. I've done everything. I've already done more promotion than I did the last 2 years combined.
Yeah, you have.
And it's not even close.
real quick, what I was going to say about Marcus's team, they be up by so much when they're at a timeout. This is the coach. Okay, how about let's everybody make a point. This this is how everybody. He's like, who hasn't scored yet? You. Okay, you all try to do that before that.
Oh
that
my
is
God.
that is
That's
how
what we
bad.
be playing.
That's how
No lie,
bad.
that's what we be playing. I'd be like, Present Father, doesn't matter if they win or lose. I don't want to do that. Their coach never talks to them during the game.
Oh no,
He makes no adjustments. He says nothing. It's not even like, they get beaten a zone one week, and the next time it's like they're playing a zone for the first time ever.
Mhm.
He's got and they got two people, maybe three, at least two taller than me on his team.
Wow.
But they be shooting threes. I'll be like, get
Why aren't you
in there
inside?
and grab it.
They're like, no. Lil Marcus is afraid of rebounds too. I said, you need to go up aggressively and come down like you're about to break someone's nose. And he's
Big elbows.
yeah, and he's scared of hurting people. And
He's
I was
just a
like,
sweet
they'll
baby.
learn.
He's a sweet baby. They will learn.
They'll learn.
And that's how they teach you to rebound. And
Yeah.
that's why I be like, Isaiah's team has never boxed out nobody one time.
Now Marcus is there. His defense is aggressive. If he's on you, you ain't going nowhere
That's how you
because
play.
he's so long.
That's how you doggone affect the game.
It's like these little, and then he's this big. I'll be like, that's right. But then it comes to shooting. He's not
man.
great.
Let me know when you're ready.
We can go ahead. Because this lash might not make it on this first
All
time.
right.
So you can go ahead.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, yo? Welcome. Here's the thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
That chick angel.
welcome to another podcast
Banger,
episode.
banger,
Smash that like
banger.
button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. All twin 3. Bangers, bangers, just for you and me. This is like the second year of us doing that joke. I never thought it would go that long. We can never stop now.
No, it's
If we get a television show on Showtime, we must do Unruly Cousins. And I want to get a guitar player that has Sparks come out.
We should get the Roots to open up for us.
Yeah, let's pull them off of Jimmy Fallon.
First of all,
Who's
this
that?
will be on a who's that? This will be on a DPS. What is it called?
DSP.
DSP. Chips Ahoy. All of it is gonna be on a D. What you say? DSP.
DSP's for music, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's for sounds too, ain't it? No,
What do you mean sounds?
this is a sound that you can play.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's your boy Chips Ahoy. You hear people hear it.
A ringtone?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a sound.
Got it. You people hear it.
They hear it. You say words, they hear out loud.
All right. Vote for me, blah, blah, blah.
Most for Pedro.
It hurts me to do this so much.
Why?
Vote for Pedro. I don't like doing it.
But you
I
did,
never liked promoting. I don't like promoting nothing. I just know it's part of the game.
but you had such a great time promoting. It felt like you had a better time promoting Keep Your Distance than actually doing Keep Your Distance that
was
first
a
year.
fun time. We had some good times. That
Yeah.
Popeye
We
sketch.
had a time.
Oh boy, we had a good time.
Mm.
There was a Popeye sketch.
Yeah, Angel, you was in it. Now
What was I in?
you was.
What did
You had the black voice when the Popeyes box touched you.
Thank you.
That was good.
Take it back to that is
I
what I'm
need to.
saying.
I got this is my last weekend
On that road.
On the
off
road.
for 5 weeks.
Yeah, do that. All these comedians that you refer to that love you, that you giving opportunities to. I
Time
mean,
to
you
call in some favors.
hell
It's not even a favor. This isn't
is
even a favor.
duty. Your duty.
You should put in everybody's talent contract when you sign them.
Hilarious.
It's good for 5 years, at least one redeemable NAACP
That's funny.
Image Award. Shout out.
Yeah.
All right, let's begin. This is, I don't know. Akon's wig must be on tight.
Mm.
He's got a new hairline
Oh,
and foolishness
New
to
Year, new
follow.
hairline.
This is unedited. This is what
Please.
Akon said.
Please.
It's going viral on the Twitter.
On the tweet.
Good old Twitter.
They support the creation of life. A woman, as a woman, her role is to support the man. The man, we are the kings and the divine of this universe. A woman can never compare to the man. They have to understand that here in America. The women don't create life. They support the creation of life. The man is who create life.
Every time I say it, they laugh at me.
Man, we're gods. We the ones that create life. And let me give you an example of the science of it. A man right now can create life without a woman, but a woman can't create life without a man. If I wanted to create life right now without a woman, I would just shoot my sperm, put it in the incubator, and just give it 9 months, even maybe less with today's science. And
Give it 9
a baby
months.
will be born. A woman can't do that.
He has kids.
So, men, we are the creators of life in actuality.
Where did the egg come from? Where did the egg come from?
He said he can shoot off into an incubator.
With what is in the incubator?
You're just gonna have hot sperm.
You gonna do it to a chicken egg? You just get a Denny's Grand Slam, put your nut in it, and it'll grow up
Don't know.
to be a
Keep that up
waitress.
to about 98. Keep it in there.
Man, what is you talking about?
How did he miss that whole part? Of there is still an egg. Okay, you might not need me to house it. Where you gonna get the egg from, nigga?
That's what he said. It like women aren't needed at all.
Yes.
Like he didn't say separate the egg from the woman,
No.
then put the sperm in there. He said I can shoot off into an incubator.
Because incubators make their own eggs, if you didn't know. In all incubators.
You don't even need 9 months.
any incubator.
What's a gestational period
My thing is
for humans?
9 months.
6 months with modern science.
Yeah. Incubator, you can get an igloo. One of them igloo little coolers. That's incubator. Nut in there. Bust a nut in an igloo.
Bust a nut.
Bust a nut in an igloo. And guess what's gonna come out? A bunch of push pops, babies. I don't understand how we haven't evolved from this.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What?
It's the more men you have with microphones,
Mm.
the higher probability,
Mm.
and I mean on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
If it's men talking to men,
Mhm.
and it's not pop culture, if it's men talking to men about women, gonna be some nonsense.
Foolishness.
Almost always gonna be some nonsense
I just
because there's no checker of the nonsense. There's nobody. There was 4 other people on that podcast.
also
Nobody said no. That's that. What are you talking
no.
about?
Somebody agreed with him.
Well, of course, that was Joe Budden, I believe.
And when he says that, people are up in arms.
oh, the Budden Knights, are all in, but nobody was like nobody said, Akon, have you been locked up
they
and
won't let
unable to
you
go to
out?
school?
Will they not let
Because
you out?
no, that's-
Also, I think he got like 6 kids with 3 different. How did that happen?
Incubators.
Were you just shooting them in the microwave?
Yep.
And
Josh,
in an incubator?
modern science. Do you need women?
he has
No.
proof 3 different times with women.
No, Josh. That was the old way. This is modern technology, Akon now.
He's got actually
It's
12
Chat
kids
GPT
in
Akon.
incubators. I don't. It is crazy how much ignorance will give people the courage and the audacity to just say whatever they believe. to
Just
be
let it
true.
rip.
I mean, he said that out of his mouth, and he was like, "We the gods, we the creation."
Oh yeah, the incubator was just the beginning.
I don't understand.
Somebody said this on Twitter one time. A lot of men don't like women. They just have sex with them. They love their men, their male friends.
Mhm.
They almost unconditionally love and respect their male friends. They just have sex with women. And niggas with mics, TM,
Mhm.
often prove that. Let me read you a tweet. Unrelated to Akon, but related to this thought. And I just saw this. I was gonna make a video about it today. Okay.
And Akon. It should be related to Akon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kev.
This woman tweeted this.
Okay.
Officially start my new position next week. 6 figures, unlimited PTO,
Ooh.
great benefits. Of course, it's remote. Praise hands emoji.
Amen. Amen.
2023, be good to me. Money bag emoji, celebration emoji. Okay. Random dude quote tweets her tweet. Do you know what he says? Do you know what he says?
I don't, Kev. I'd like for you to share.
It's gonna make me so upset.
You posted this to compensate for the fact, even still with this job, you won't have the man of your dreams. Space period. High status men may pipe you down on a slow Tuesday, but they never wife you. Space period. Congratulations, but you still are going to have to compete for a man, boo.
Why?
I'm gonna have to keep making children. I'm gonna have to keep making
You
new
have to even
boys
this out.
to be able to help combat the ignorance that is just existing in people, adults. Young adults think this stupid stuff. I be understanding the old dinosaurs haven't completely got it, and they're gonna die. But if you understand Twitter, then that means you are young enough to know better.
Yeah.
As if all women, their ultimate dream is to be married to someone. Is it to be married to a man? Even that.
Let me tell you what. You only got 4 in the world, Angel. I thought you had a lot. You're not doing enough.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have Marcus
Get in there in the Marcus and undo that. Get in there and unplug that cord and
just
plug
put
it
a
back.
sperm in an incubator. We gonna make some more babies. I don't need to be here. Kevin, I can still do the podcast.
Nothing's gonna change about your life.
I ain't necessarily. Why the hell have I been having to ruin my body if I wasn't necessary?
You didn't know. Akon didn't tell you about the technology. Obviously,
Yeah, apparently I thought I was a man.
Podcast came out.
you should have waited. Now, if you heard this, you could pick a girl. Marcus, give me a girl. Put a sperm in there. Give me 6 months.
Give me.
I only got 2 boys. What am I doing?
You ain't got an incubator.
I didn't know.
See,
Here I was thinking the sperm had to go into the egg, fertilization, just eustachian tubes, fallopian tubes, eustachian tubes are in the ear.
got the vest.
I was thinking about Zay. He had eustachian tubes put in
for his earlobe
for
ears.
poor little baby.
Mhm.
The thing about it is, like, this guy. Here's not even like joking. Anytime I've seen this and the person has a picture, 1,000% of the time, not even 99.98, 1,000% of the time, by my eyes,
Yeah. No,
they will have a difficult time.
the ugliest of men have the loudest mouths.
Audacity, what they lack in traditional handsomeness, they replace tenfold
An ego.
with audacity,
Idris
ego.
Elba told me I wasn't needed for creation. I've been like, nigga, you might have a point. I might listen to a Boris Cujo tell me this is not your place. I'd be like, let's talk more about it. It might not be my place to be a CEO, but it be Gollum talking about precious, you're not creation. It's always Jabba the Hutt that's gotta open his fucking mouth and tell
Let
a
it
woman.
out, Angel. Don't you self-edit, because I need to feel it through proxy.
Because that's what motherfuckers who they get women out of desperation.
Them niggas be going to Brazil. Apparently, there's a whole sex tourism business that I was unaware of. Passport Bros, TM. They go over to countries. This is a dude that I wanted to cover this, but I couldn't get the full story. But they go to Brazil and other countries to pay for the sex, because it's not legal everywhere in the United States. But in other countries, sex work is more legal. They go to the DR, apparently mostly for sex. Then they come back to their podcast and talk about how women ain't this and women ain't that. And I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. So much of it is projection. It's you, and even women sometimes join in on that.
Yeah.
You gonna end up 40 with cats, right? And this is the thing about today's society, as opposed to years past, these men's fathers or grandfathers, or if they knew them. In American history, as recently as the 40s, 50s, and stuff, marriage was needed almost to help you. If your family wasn't rich, because women couldn't work like men, they weren't getting paid like men. If they got divorced, it was a big stain, hard to get a job, blah, blah, blah. That societal structure kept more marriages intact than love, honor, and respect.
Absolutely.
Now that women are like, I make 150, 200. The Rose is great. Or I just like traveling. Now that it's not a necessity,
Good lithiums in that rose.
good lift, big lift. But it's not a necessity. Men, all they have on Twitter, I'm not speaking for men in real life because I just see them, all they have is fear.
Mhm.
You gonna end up old and alone. And the women don't be sad alone.
Mm-mm.
They have money, they spoil their nieces, they travel, they go to they don't be seeming sad. But if you don't have me, what you have? Peace. They don't be mad. I got plenty of homegirls who are single. They don't, not all of them are even rich.
Mhm.
They just be like, bro, these niggas ain't out here like that. I'm cool.
Listen,
I'd rather be by myself than be with people like this or the Akons of the world.
and listen, now understand, I love sex and I love it with my husband. But if I had to be single, these things are chargeable. Okay.
You
And
plug it in, they come right back strong.
I got one that stay charged up.
I was
I
saying
would
they got the good
rather-
lithiums. Good
Come
lithium
on.
batteries.
Good lithium.
Those batteries were 10, 12 hours.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I will drain that battery before I sleep with any of these niggas that look the way they do talking this mess. Ain't never been a time in my life, even in my 20s, when I wasn't with my husband, that I was like, I am extremely horny. Have I ever thought about sleeping with an ugly nigga? Ever. Ever. It ain't never been a day that has even been a thought. So the fact that these men think that these women have no options and that their success is just to compensate for not having a dude. But what are you compensating for? Is because
Listen.
you don't have the success and you're ugly and no one is with you.
And you're ugly.
Like, I don't get it. And I really don't know what is Akon talking about? Make a song or shut up.
Man, Akon ain't added nothing of value to microphones or recorded content in a minute. Every time I've seen him lately, the last time he went viral, it was for him saying Black American performers are lazy and their pants are hanging down. And basically Afrobeats performers are the only ones who can perform well.
Wow.
And I was like, Akon, you did not get popping doing Afro beats. You was doing Black American cosplay.
That's exactly.
You
what
was
he
doing that. What are you talking about? You was on songs with T-Pain, Convict Music.
He did one with Lonely Island.
What? That's what I'm.
The white,
You
white American boys.
Dog, you supposed to be. They supposed to be loving us. That's what these dudes sound like. That dog on podcast. So women's be tripping. Man eat steak, chitlin. Women eat salad. That's what they sound like. But Akon didn't pop off doing Afro beats.
No,
He wasn't
you know
with-
what? I really wonder if he's just lonely.
Yeah.
Ah!
Well, you got what I wanted to go on. You said locked up. I wanted to jump in. Okay?
Man.
He did it. That's what somebody said. He did a song with India Reed about I am not my hair.
Nigga, well, look at him today.
He's not his either.
He
His
be-
hair is not
He
his.
be snapping that thing like
a
a talking cow. If you gonna lie to yourself about that, there's no lie you're not willing to tell.
I am so disappointed that he would say that out of his mouth in all seriousness. But I did not realize the level of toxicity that existed in men until recently. Until niggas got mics. With this sense, like there was a level of toxicity that I knew existed.
But there was always a wall. It was always behind
you
the
say
veil.
it with your boys. You don't say it in the world.
I just didn't think it was being said. It feels so caveman-ish,
Mhm.
but then elevated to a point of no, but we are gods. I just would have never thought that. I would have thought that would have happened in a foreign country where there was no internet, where people just farm and stuff and they don't know, like what's that movie Zoe Saldana did with that Italian man what is that? Made from scratch.
Netflix movie? I mean, series.
Oh, that series.
You watched it?
Yes.
You cried?
Hell no. That long drawn out that thing should not have been a series, regardless.
It didn't touch you?
Why? It was so long.
Everybody said they was crying.
This is what I watched her do. Pretend this is food for 6-8 episodes.
Why you look like her?
I was like, if I see this bitch eat another thing, if I see her eat one more morsel of food, I swear to God, I'm gonna rip this TV off of the wall and throw it.
By the way, small pause. In Avatar 2, did you see that yet?
No, I haven't.
That lady, you ain't seen it either?
Mm-mm.
Boy, she was a screaming somebody. She was her, no, I don't want to spoil it, but some traumatic events happened. She
Mhm.
was in the mask. Ah! Ah! She was Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport. Yeah.
That was probably her inspiration.
Dog, I remember watching that as a kid. I was like, man, he's going through it because they slowed it down. He was, Anyway,
that movie, it was. But anyways, what I was saying, in the town that he's from, they ain't got no internet. They still getting their fruits and vegetables from the ground in which they got it from. When somebody die, the wife has to wear black for the rest of her life. These are the places where you
forever?
Yes.
Dang.
These are the places where you assume that things like that might be how people think, because they have potentially no awareness of the outside world.
Yeah.
But where there is internet, where there is the ability to see what is capable and how you actually make a baby, you don't expect niggas to be like, put your sperm in an igloo, put your sperm in an incubator.
I was telling Josh, the internet is like being in the barbershop forever. When I used to go to the barbershop, I used to be in there depending on how many heads were ahead of me. Before barbers migrated to the appointment system, which I was very grateful for, you would hear some wild takes. We would be, and I mean, I'm in there defending, all levels of stupidity, conspiracy theories. And I'd be like, prior to YouTube, documentaries, conspiracy stuff. And then when YouTube came out, the takes just went through so the internet to me is like never being able to leave the barbershop. You always have somebody going viral for saying just the most, and then after you leave the barbershop, them niggas in there crazy. Anyway, I'm finna go to work, finna go home, finna go get my car washed. Twitter is like you just be hearing it, seeing it, and I cut my own hair now, but I still.
This is, I'm glad I'm on the side of the internet that I'm on. Only thing I have to deal with is annoying. This is how you should parent people, and it's easy for me to swipe off of that. But the you know what? I praise God that we as a people of color are coming up with non-toxic and non-violent ways to raise our children. Absolutely. I'm happy for it. But the judgment of this is how you should do it. When I'm like, you haven't met certain children that will have you looking stupid while you do this.
Let me tell you what I learned. I used to think there were no bad kids, only bad parents. I used to think that if a kid acted up, it was because their parents weren't there, didn't do right by them, And then I had Isaiah, right? Because Melissa, I put sperm in an incubator, threw it against a wall. I had a blowtorch. 9 months later, Isaiah was born.
Boom.
I had him.
You did it.
I thanked her for being a part of the parenthood.
For supporting it.
Those pictures online of her pregnant, Linza. That ain't number Linza. When Josiah Fredericks was born, apparently this is now called a trap baby, by the way. I learned about this. Or trick baby. I learned about this on TikTok. A trick baby is when you get your first kid and they're so well behaved and stuff, and make you have another one and you think that's the next kid gonna be like that. So Zay was a trick baby. When JoJo came into the Lord's earth, second time I had a baby on my own incubator, I learned quickly some kids just ain't here for it. That baby was not gonna do what you wanted him to do, and there was nothing you could do about it. He was like, whoop me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'll die.
I will. He was Mel Gibson in Braveheart. We may die, but at least we'll die with our freedom. Send me to bed hungry. I will rather stand on my principles before I ever do what you want me to do. And I'm not going to play soccer. Y'all paid all this money. I'm going to practice really hard, have a great time. I'm going to warm up with the team. Oh my God, I'm having the time of my life. When they go to put me in the game, I'm going to turn around and stand at the wall. I'm never going in the game. And after the third game, you guys are going to take me out because you wasted the money, but you're not going to waste your time. That kid, I was like, I should have hushed because I didn't know. Sometimes they just have an attitude for no reason. How are you 8 months? Why are you upset? 12 months. 1, 2, 3.
Have you met Amar Angel Anthony Tanksley? The bane of my existence. This nigga don't even talk to his preschool teachers. When the woman said to me after he had been there for 6 months, he's starting to talk to us now.
Starting to?
Starting. This
6 months?
6 months, he has chosen to make them work. Amar.
His first words were, "Don't look at me in my eyes when you speak."
Yes, pretty much.
Fully clear.
Amar started talking before all of his brothers did. Amar speaks better than all of his brothers at his age. But you would think this child had all types of speech issues.
Oh my God!
He's not going to give it to him. He does not care about what they want. I didn't even know he knew their names. One day I just asked. I was like, "What's your teacher's names?" And he told me. I said,
but they'll never know it. And they'll never know I know it.
He doesn't care. And he's the one, there's no point, even though he's the one that deserves all of the whoopings in the world.
Yeah.
He barely gets any because it doesn't matter.
You would just
to
be
him.
whooping them all day.
And it would not. I use spankings to change behavioral choices.
Yeah.
It will not change anything. The same actions will happen. If I would spank little Marcus, you okay?
I am. I'm just thinking about Amar being able to talk and just being
He
like,
gets spanked like
he just Denzel in Glory. And that tear better come back up.
No, he gonna cry. He's going to then make it very loud.
Oh my God.
And then we're annoyed and then still do the thing that I would have spanked him for.
So he's just looking at you like, let's just skip to the part of the end of this.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit me. Maybe you do, but you don't want the results.
Yeah, no. And I'm still not going to do. Little Marcus, spank him on his hand once. He's not going to do the thing that I spanked him for ever again.
Not once in life.
Amar's going to do it right after he stops crying. There's the difference. There's the difference.
Oh my God.
So I don't have the barbershop. I just have know-it-all parents. That's it. That's all I got.
Know-it-all. Let me tell you what, the internet, if it don't do nothing, Melissa was talking about this yesterday. She made eggs. She made a little TikTok reel. She made eggs
phenomenal
a certain way. Yeah, it was
great
great
caption.
And she was like, she almost deleted it. Excuse me, because people were talking to her about how you make eggs. That's not the right way. This is the way. That's not how you cut avocado. This is the way. She was like, do it your way then.
Mm-hmm.
Do it your way.
Mm-hmm.
I make my eggs the way I make. I don't even make. She was telling me yesterday. She was like, I don't even make my eggs the same way every time. It's whatever I feel like doing.
There's so many different ways to make eggs. There's not one right way to make an egg or not.
That's what Akon is trying to say. You don't got to make an egg from a woman. You can make it from an incubator.
She got to get an incubator for the house, Kev.
Got to get an incubator. Oh, see, me and Marcus are a bit of instigators when it comes to that, and we're trying to get better at not letting the negative energy fuel our creativity. But sometimes it's great. Give me an inkling that what I made pissed you off a little bit, ruffle feathers.
And you wonder where Mark gets it from.
I know he gets it from his father. And no, he does have a lot of my personality. Yes. That type of stuff. Oh, you don't like how I made eggs? I'm going to come up with the most outlandish that nobody ever does.
Just to annoy you?
I'm going to separate the egg and the yolk. The white and the yolk. I'm going to scramble them separately, then put them back together, and then put them in the skillet.
Oh,
just to upset folks.
All right, moving on. Mm-hmm. I didn't believe this story was real, but it is. Ex-UF quarterback recruit Marcus Stokes, who was a white man.
What?
Marcus Stokes is a white man's name.
In Florida?
He was recruited to Florida. I don't know if that's where he's from. He got an HBCU scholarship offer. After losing his Florida offer because he said the N-word.
Oh my God.
And it was
Wait, they said come with us?
come with us because you can't go there. Hold on, let me make sure.
That he said, was he like nigga?
He was rapping
like-
it to a song.
Well, that's all the white kids now.
Yeah. He got an offer to Albany State. That's what I was trying to look it up. Back in November, a video emerged of Stokes, who was white, singing song lyrics that contain the N-word while in a car. In the video, Stokes is saying, "Welcome back, niggas." So Florida pulled his scholarship, and Albany State was like, well, he actually tweeted, bless the receiver. He tweeted this. That's what my mind. Bless the receiver, my first HBCU offer to play at Albany State.
Because they were like, listen, we can make sure you don't ever say nigga again. It's gonna be real easy.
I wonder if their coaching
Jake
staff
Behavior.
was like, they were walking around the locker room and then he said it, but then it was like a sensation, like the Force. When they stopped, they were like, "There's been an awakening in the Force."
Yes, yeah.
Have you felt it?
The thing is, if I'm the Albany State coach, I'm like, I don't often get many 4-star recruits
Yeah,
to come to play at Albany.
yeah.
So if we got to fix some things, like Angel said, I guarantee you.
He ain't gonna say it here.
I don't care what song is playing.
Ever.
He might get dealt with in the first couple months for what he said when he wasn't here. But when I need him to do play action, zone read, you throw it to one of them boys that you said the different name in that song.
Let me tell you, African Americans in Paris, it'll be a difficult song for him to sing, but he'll figure it out. He will come up with a way.
By the
to
way,
sing it.
On this topic, this is a real live tweet. This is my next video I'm posting today. This woman said obese is the N-word for plus size people.
She's not wrong. I'm just kidding.
When did that happen? Wait a minute.
I
Who
said-
said that? A white woman?
a white
This is a
woman.
tweet. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
No,
God.
No,
I said-
wait till you see. Show her the profile picture of this Wahite individual.
Angel, the woman, this is what I said in my video. I said, so what if you're fat and black? I am. Are we double niggas? Are we getting double?
You a double nigga, yeah.
Double nigga. This is her.
Nigga squared. Wow.
That's why I said you had to see the photo.
Wow.
Because it's almost like I want to empathize for other areas of her life, but this is not one of them.
Wow. Wow. And that was photoshopped. I
Oh,
could
yeah.
see
That was with
the
Lenza.
airbrush.
Oh my God.
Wow. She's beautiful.
Kev, can you zoom in on the photo?
And I want to be like, that
cut your
nigga
wife.
is beautiful.
Huh?
That nigga is beautiful. Wow. That nigga is beautiful. Mm-mm-mm.
That's with Lenza.
I just. Why you put her up there?
Josh
Put
asked
that
me
nigga
to.
down.
Obese, please. That is what's the word? Intersection. The intersection. That means we fat and black.
Listen,
Are
'cause I'm definitely obese.
We obese niggas or we nigga obese?
Yeah.
Somebody said she looks like the Joker.
So when I made the video, Melissa was like, Kev, you can't say that. Them people gonna get mad at you. I said, girl, I'm
them
fat.
people. I am them
This is
people.
my I can say fat stuff. I'm in this community. We got our own rules, our own friends.
Listen.
I'm fat now. I know what it is and what it ain't. Y'all can't. What y'all gonna say to me?
Oh.
You seen my body? It's regular. I'm in with y'all. We got our different variations, but I'm definitely in the group.
Listen.
I done paid my dues. I'm heading over to get that chocolate donut after.
Kevin,
I'm going over, Angel.
what happened to the best shape of your life at 40?
That was
Kevin.
last year's goal. Whatever shape I'm in, I'm already
Is
over.
what 40's gonna get.
Listen, this beach gonna get whatever body I give it. I'm tired. Just yesterday, I just thought about this. Somebody tweeted this and I thought it was funny. It was like, how do y'all be going to work, parenting, eating healthy, and working out? I can't do it all.
You're like,
Listen.
one of them doesn't have
Dog,
it.
I got up early. I had to take my son to school, drive all the way to set, shoot that show, my show. So ain't no breaks.
Mhm.
All the comedians cycle in. We had to shoot all the social media stuff, everything. And then I'm meeting during lunch for other stuff I'm working on. And then I got to go be a present father after that. If you think I didn't order a pizza, then you're wrong. I got to have some wins during the day, Angel.
Listen. I'm
I'm an obese nigga.
Duh. You a nigga. I'm a nigga too. I'm a nigga too.
What are you first? You're the N word.
Yeah.
We got 2 strikes.
She's like, yeah, like you're out. I'm
Man.
a triple nigga. I'm not needed for creation. I'm a nigga.
Not N cubed.
Okay? The cube of the nigga.
No, into the third power.
Yeah, that's cute.
What's cubed?
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh,
the
you
third-
said cubed.
Yeah.
I thought you said in cube.
Cubed.
Oh,
Cubed, yeah.
BD, sorry.
My
Tres
bad, John.
Negres. That's me right here.
I might go to Porto's after this. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, that sounds good. You get a little guava Danish?
Well, Porto's deliver from far now,
Well, no, they're in Northridge.
but they don't deliver from there. Burbank still deliver.
To here?
Ah,
Yeah,
Wow.
but Norfolk don't deliver. It's
Let me-
too busy.
Let me
Oh.
cue it up so it's here by the time we finish.
Man.
Yeah, it's like, let me get me a little
Porto's sell
something.
good. The pork thing, I can't think of it. Lechon,
Lechon.
and then they make full cakes,
They do.
and I be ordering them.
That's what I should get for Marcus's birthday.
Marcus' birthday tomorrow.
I know.
He gonna be 41.
Yeah.
It's Grace today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Rest today. He
Wow.
turned 39.
Goose best.
It's Goose Day. Anyway,
Happy birthday.
moving on. Update in the chef story from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah,
You remember?
Yes, I
You guys
do.
don't remember? This chef had
Qua
called
Way.
Chef Way. Yep, he called Black woman everything but a woman of God,
Mm.
and I'm talking about beautiful Black women.
Sorry, that was to the guava strudel, not to. Sorry.
He called them everything but a child of God, and then he changed his mind about how he felt about them. He then rebranded, changed his name, started making TikToks,
Mhm.
going crazy,
Mhm.
and them folks found him, and they were like, "Hey, ain't you that guy? Like, y'all, you can't do that. We remember you." And then it turned out that he worked for the DA's office. The DA's office heard about the hullabaloo, but they were like, you know, he was an alcoholic at the time. He sought treatment, so we're gonna keep him his job. At the time me and Angel covered this, a judge was like, I don't want,
Black woman. She
black
said,
woman was
he
like,
better not be on nary one of my
he
cases.
better not be on my cases, because how is he going to do his job without bias? If you
Mhm.
felt that way,
Mhm.
how you going to do his job without bias? So he has a very long apology, and I don't want to read it all.
Mhm.
You can find him on Twitter or TikTok if you want to read it all, but I'll summarize it. Basically, he was saying that he's an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic during that time, but those were not the sober words of a drunk mind. Is that what they say?
Not the
They say a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
heart.
Yeah, he said it wasn't that. He was like, back in those days, that's how you got clout, and I was addicted to this. I was sick, blah, blah, blah. I'm different now. I went to rehab. I'm clean. But because I've drawn so much negative attention to my DA's office, I'm resigning. So as of right now, he no longer got that job.
Okay. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah, he gotta go. You gotta go somewhere. I think I don't even know what you do, honestly, because
Something that doesn't determine a person's forever, or it greatly affect what a person's
Oh, yeah.
forever might be.
you should cook and turn off social media. That's dead.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have a fake account, Catfish, Linza, something, because you can't just be out in the world as you. You don't have that opportunity no more. You went to law school. Apparently, it took him like 7 or 8 years because of his alcoholism, or 9 years, something like that. It took him longer, he said, because of that. I don't think you'll be able to get that job again. So that's a waste of time and money.
No, I think he could come back to social media. I think that the problem, because people will quickly move on to something else. I think the problem is truly You gonna be loud about when you were wrong and quiet when you realize you were in the wrong.
Yeah. You didn't make no video apologizing. It was
Yes.
it was iOS press release apology.
Yes.
You made them tweets. You was loud though.
You were very loud. The problem is always, I trust and believe, I do believe there redemption is possible for anyone who actually wants it. But you can't think that if you were that loud when you were acting a damn donkey, that you gonna get to go through the process of the fire without anybody watching.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the loud fire that you decided that you were going to try to avoid. You're now going through it now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and go through it. And yes, you cannot have no job that's going to determine someone's forever. But yeah, if he wanted to start, he's going to lose some of his followers, but he can regain them. But he don't need to be in no educational system, no judicial system, no medical system. You can go ahead and cook them food with them dark hands. We ain't gonna know who you are, black man. Okay. And just know somebody might, you might have a lot more trolls this time through. But yeah,
I think you gotta open a restaurant or something. Like
I don't think nobody need to taste this food.
You don't think so?
No, because then I'm gonna be like, did you know a black woman was about to order, and did you put the same stuff? Cook on the line where you eat your food. That way, ain't nobody got to suffer the consequence.
That's why you got to have morals, man. Because like, if you don't have morals, there was definitely a time when it was funny and clout chasing to talk about black women like that. But I just assumed they really felt that way. I didn't realize some of these dudes were, and I don't know how you could tweet that stuff and not feel it. But there was a time when it was titties and butt videos on Instagram. That's how you remember that?
It still is though.
But I mean, it was like,
like every thumbnail.
It was like every thumbnail on YouTube, on Instagram. I was like, I just will not have follower. I can never do that.
There was a meme page that I was following for a minute, and then as of this year, like every week they started doing a bunch of promo content for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the comments are just flooded with like unfollowed because they switched up. It's like DM for promo type thing.
Absolutely. We want the thing we signed up for. The thing about, and I don't want to say this, but I do have to say this. He had a fiance, this dude.
The Asian girl?
When I listen, no disrespect, but I was like, oh, you couldn't. I just always feel like you couldn't pull none of these women. That's what I feel like. It's Akon type, those fans, DJ Academics fans, incels. Like you can't pull the woman. These be the dudes going at Lori Harvey. Like I would never be with her. Well,
you're correct. You will
that
never.
Much we know.
You will never.
So like, but you said it as if there was an opportunity and you were the deciding factor.
You won't even smell the perfume fragrance.
I was about to say you might. I don't know how you would be within arm's distance.
She could never give you COVID. There is no way. No way.
I mean, like, nigga, that's like saying, bro, I wouldn't even play LeBron because I want to do him like that. Like, also, I don't know how to get close enough to LeBron.
Ever.
I could pay to see him play, but if I go to touch him, my arm getting broke. So I can say whatever I want. Which people do. One of the funniest things ever on the internet kind of showed me how delusional we be as people, how people be. LeBron, in his history of basketball, makes the right play at the end of the game. If it's shooting, he shoots. If it's passing, he passes, right? On Twitter, people be like, you got to shoot. Kobe would shoot. Jordan would shoot. You got to shoot. This dude was like, if it was me, I'm taking a shot. People was like, well, okay, but it's not you. He's like, but when I was in high school and the pressure was on,
in my prime.
Me. And he posted a video.
Oh,
no, he didn't.
He absolutely posted video.
Please say he just graduated. Please say this is a young child.
He's within a year or two of you and I both. So the video was graining and he hit the shot, but the people were like, are you being for real posting something that happened in 2000
when the stakes were so low
at Aliquippa Military School? Comparing that to LeBron James playing with 1% of the world's greatest basketball players?
He's like,
and
absolutely.
you think it's the dude was he's 5'9". I mean, and he really was like, Oh, here's my proof. Like,
This makes me
nigga,
so sad
LeBron's
for the
playing
world.
against Giannis, who's 7 feet tall.
Did you see LeBron's videos when he was in high school?
Josh, I thought about that. One of the funniest tweets was like, imagine finishing 8th grade algebra. I mean, managing having lunch, going to algebra, and then in 2 hours, you got to guard LeBron James, who was like 6'8".
Oh, yeah.
And you got math
Balling.
homework due.
Balling.
And LeBron's first NBA game, he had like 25 and 10. 5 months before that, he was dunking on people like me, whose career ended.
Last week,
Whose career ended.
Last week, Bronny posterized, ruined this kid's high school basketball career for this clip that got posted.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he did.
And he will never, ever think of basketball the same after that happened.
And also, LeBron James is still doing that 20 years later.
Still.
He's still doing
Even though
the
they got
exact
blown
thing he was
out.
doing.
Jesus, why don't the Lakers do what
Oh,
they need to
man,
do? It
Angel,
makes
there
me
was a-
so sad.
There was a video of LeBron.
he was
When
like,
he was, I mean, it was like a minute of him just, you could see he was just like,
and the next day though, they traded somebody.
they got
They
Roy.
picked up Roy, yeah.
It makes me so sad.
But anyway,
anyhow.
that's how the internet has like messed with our minds. You really be thinking you would be on there if you had a chance to shoot, you would shoot it. You forget about the fact you have to get inside the NBA.
People would have so much fun in life if they actually, this is why I have a great time in my own head all the time.
Yeah.
I put the realistic version of myself in multiple situations in my head and I see the actual outcome. Like when I watch American Ninja Warrior, I put myself in there and it's a good goddamn.
How do you do in your mind?
Oh, first 5 seconds, I'm out. The jump across the lily pads. Wha, wha, ha! The run and jump and grab the handlebar. Just, I never made it.
I literally watch that thing and I'd be like, how long till my shoulder go out? Because they gotta, one of them things, you grab the ladder, you jump up.
Yes. Ha,
And jump
ha,
up.
ha.
Ah!
My fingers aren't strong. They were throwing cans. Josh threw a can at you and you caught it. All that slapped the bars in the water.
Have you watched The Floor is Lava?
Yes, I have.
My family is done. I don't know how they jump in and they don't slide through.
One of my friends won the first season.
Really?
He's
Wow.
from LA.
I would pay good money if that was just a business.
To
Like
just
you could
go there.
pay and get an hour to try. You couldn't take my money fast enough.
I wanted to do Wipeout. The
Wipeout
show.
looked like a good time. That shot that
Wipeout
Shaq
looks
Leonard did
impossible
too.
to win though.
Yeah.
Them big balls be hitting you in the face.
This is the reason why I love doing couples challenges. I see.
Yourself
and,
there.
and a lot of times I do think we can do it. I just know it's more difficult. But yeah, I will put myself in an NBA
I
game.
would love to see you and Marcus on Amazing Race.
Now listen, when I first had him move out here when we got engaged.
Blew him out.
Flew it out.
No, I did fly him out when we were dating. I was like, come on.
Blew that
now.
man out. Yes, you
But
did.
no, when he moved out here with me, that was in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was prime Amazing Race era.
I really wanted us to do like quit our jobs because you have to. You're gone for like your job ain't gonna keep you to do Amazing Race.
Did you really?
Yeah, friends of ours won 2 seasons ago, but now we couldn't do it no way because I done worked for the network and one of my friends is a producer on the show. But we would be a good goddamn because we would cuss each other out the entire.
I don't know. I don't think ours will be over.
Oh,
I would come to the bus and be like, I want my marriage.
as long as Marcus is willing to eat all the disgusting stuff, we would have if we didn't win, we are trolling. At least we're gonna have fun cussing at each other and cussing at the other team. We gonna get canceled because Marcus is gonna say something that is not appropriate to say to another team. Because Marcus will call a woman a bitch. He has no problem, whether it be lovingly or mean like. And he's gonna say something. Did Greg or him tell you about they're trying to get the wording right for couples therapy? So they're reviewing a show called Couples Therapy on Showtime, right? They started season 1, episode 1. There's a couple on there. It's a lesbian couple. One is a cisgender woman. One is a transgender woman.
Quiche.
So
Oh no.
So Marcus and them are trying to like make sure. So Marcus didn't know if when a man transitions to a woman, if that is a trans man or a trans woman. In the episode, he's calling the trans woman trans man, thinking he's saying it right. He really is. So when he talks to me about it, I said, no, you got to think about it as they're transitioning to this other gender. He's like, oh, so what should I do? I was like, in the video, just put the correct word, so people know that you're acknowledging you said the wrong thing. I said, however, in the audio, you need to voice it over because they can't see the visual. So Marcus, so he's talking, he was like, so in this couple, such as let's say her name is Ashley, the trans man, da. So he fixes it and it goes, so this one couple, Ashley, the trans woman.
Why would they do something like this?
It is terrible.
Why?
It is the funniest.
Why would they choose this as the first show that they review?
They did it 3 times. He had to do it for Greg too.
So you get the voice for Greg?
Yes. So Greg is like, you know, the trans woman. It is the funniest thing. But I was like, you know what? You are doing the work.
Y'all need to review a different program.
No, because you see them as 2 cisgender, heteronormal men really trying their best to speak appropriately and non-offensively. And I'm like, you know what?
They just biting their tongue. Every time I'm gonna mess up.
They like, now is this right? Are we saying this right? And tell me, what are we supposed to say? Can we say this?
Greg cracks me up because he gets so worked up over a woman, right? Say a woman, a story, this happened, this woman, like the police was having sex. Soon as he hears the stories like that, he'd be like, see, now McKinley, if she ever did nothing like that, I got to go and kill the Greg. She's 6.
She's 6
you
right now.
You have to put her in these scenarios.
He'll ask a question out of the blue to any woman too. Man.
I'd be like, Greg, relax. She's not going. He's like, now when I kill them, then I'll probably have to. He always thought I'd have to be in jail.
His blood pressure got to be at any given moment. He's got to start swelling.
He's pre-stressing himself out.
To be a Southern man with daughters is not
in LA.
Is not an easy road to walk. I can only imagine. This is why God said my husband's blood pressure is up without any help from food, from environment. So that's why God gave us boys, because he would be 3 times worse. 3 times worse. Trans woman. Oh, you gotta hear it. It's terrible. But they try, and that's what I appreciate. I think that's what their audience appreciates.
Are they gonna stay on the show?
Huh? Yeah. Now they got it. Now they understand. They just went into it, and neither one of them have a lot of knowledge. And even Marcus said, I wish we had somebody from that community to just sit and tell us what are all the proper terms so that we aren't being blatantly ignorant and offending folk. I said, oh baby, God. I'm so proud of you. Oh, baby. I'm so proud of you for trying.
Oh baby. All right. Well, we got to cut a little bit early. I think it's a little bit early. I got to do an interview.
All right. Well,
Marcus said all that shit on Twitter, and y'all got to talk about us. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh man. By the way, before we go, we talked about Keith Lee on Tuesday. When I tell you the cavalry for Keith Lee came on TikTok, I almost felt bad for that poor woman.
I did. Yeah.
The amount of support videos that came in for Keith.
Of course.
Them black folks, that was everybody's internet nephew. Keith is probably 30 something.
Around my age.
Late.
26.
Is he?
26 around my age. About me and Josh's age. We all went to high school together.
Keith Lee is 38, Josh.
Is he really?
Yes. I'm like, you don't look 26. That man born in November 8th, 1984.
Around my age, like I said. Oh,
this is Keith Lee, the wrestler. This is a picture of Keith Lee, the TikTok. Look, come look. It got a picture of Keith Lee. I'm looking at it. Say 38 years old. Hold on.
Regardless, me and Keith Lee are around the same age. All of them.
He's 26.
Yeah.
The Google said it, Josh. I'm sorry. I apologize.
For
Google.
a Wahite wrestler.
No, he's black.
Is he really?
Keith Lee, the wrestler, is black.
Oh, I don't know.
But they got a picture of the Keith Lee I'm looking at.
Keith is a
And they got
very
the
black
age.
name too.
Huh?
Keith is a black name.
He was
I
a
don't know
Good
many
Morning
white
America.
Keiths.
Was he?
Like this morning.
Keith Lee,
Mm.
the black,
Our Keith
the
Lee?
black
Yeah, not
cook,
the wrestler.
the
Kevin, we're not talking about the wrestler.
the reviewer. So yeah, me and Keith were born in the 2000s. Yeah, no, in the 1998. Yeah, I mean, Math 7, 1997.
Oh my God.
That's when me and Keith were born, 1997.
Anyway, them people came to Keith Lee's defense. He was so kind in his what is that? I guess response video.
Mm-hmm.
He was so kind. And that woman didn't delete nothing. She stood 10 toes down in her version of the events.
There's so many things she could have did. That's the only thing about doing them sub comments where you like don't really you do a video where you're not really saying what you're trying to say,
Yeah,
is that you leave things up for interpretation.
man.
And if you don't want for people to interpret something the way you don't, then you got to speak clearly of what you're saying, or just don't speak about it at all.
Oh, and most people agreed with what you said. If she really genuinely wasn't talking about him, she could have responded
Or
to
she
those
could have
comments.
she could have given less details to where it did not lead people.
Yeah.
He's
Or
so
she could have
bel-
talked to him. That's what she said. I wish you would have came and talked to me personally. And people were like, you could have DM'd him and said, oh, this is not about you, blah, blah, blah. Or deleted it. Sometimes the video goes too wrong. And so I'd be like, all right, more people are not understanding what I'm trying to say. Instead of trying to fight the internet, I just delete it, remake it, or leave it off.
But she could have spoke to her frustrations without talking that clearly about who she was talking about. I am a
Yeah.
producer. I pitch ideas to people. I pitched an idea to somebody and they ran off with it. And it's got
Yeah.
me frustrated. Wouldn't nobody been like, Keith
That's
Lee,
a good point.
you talk about Keith Lee. She could have kept that situation so vague and still spoke to what her frustration was.
But then nobody would have watched it.
Come on. what
That's
you
one of my
saying?
favorite videos going around right now. This is dude on TikTok named the Joey Swole. He gets on people. It's a lot of times it's white women, but white men too. But in the gym, they set up their cameras and they're always like, look at this guy looking at me. And it's a guy most of the time, it's a guy just walking by in the gym, or sometimes like the one I saw this morning. He was like, are you using this machine? Because she was like, you have the squat machine and then you have the people do squats in front of the machine, but they don't necessarily use the machine.
Yeah.
So the guy walked up to her and he's like, are you using this machine? And she's like, no. He's like, okay. And walks out of frame. Literally walks in, asks her if she's using it. She says no. And he's like, okay, walks away. And she's like, this guy comes and asks me if I'm using this machine that I'm obviously not using. And the guy's like, so if he would have come and then just got on the machine, your video would have been, this guy came and stole my machine without asking. And the other lady did a handstand in the middle of the gym, and a dude, you can see like a dude looking off at the handstand, like almost like, dang, that's crazy. Like that. Not even like crazy. She's like, look how mad this guy got. And the dude was like, so you came in to the gym to record yourself doing a handstand, to post on social media, and you're mad that a person in real life who can watch you do the handstand is looking at you when you went to post it to do it. And this white dude was in the locker room, flexing in the mirror, recording it though. And a dude behind him is getting dressed. He's like, yo, you don't have to, can you not do that in here? Like, this is a locker room. And the dude's like, well, I'm just checking my progress. He was like, yeah, but man, we all in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's illegal to record in the locker room.
It's actually illegal to record in the gym, but in the
Yeah,
locker room,
it's illegal to record. And he's like, well, why don't you just move? He's like, why don't you just record at home your games? Like, the
they're
dude,
gonna be the same. At
dog.
the house.
And I'd be like, and I get it, I'm a social media creator, but I ain't in the locker room checking there's mirrors outside of where people are changing. But anyway, I love the fact that and every time he do it, them people who made that video turn all their comments off. Because
Who does this?
The person who makes the videos,
Who's the person that's saying the thing? Like, why you do this?
the Joey Swole.
Joey Swole. He white dude.
I do. Because he be like, bro, and then this black girl came in the gym, busy gym. She doing everything wrong on purpose. She grabbing a tire, throwing it down, doing things wrong. Nobody in the gym's moving. And she's like, would y'all stop making these videos? People in the gym do not care.
Mhm.
You just go in there, do your stuff, and go home.
Mhm.
People look around because it's human nature. There ain't nobody. I mean, literally, she doing funny stuff. She doing like a kettlebell, all wrong,
Mhm.
right? She's physically fit, but all wrong. She's like, just go in the gym, do your stuff, and go home.
Let me tell you, especially
That's
these
why I don't go in the
Wahite
gym.
women, a lot of times they think everybody wants them.
Now, let me tell you what I saw a TikTok about. Now, let me tell you what I thought.
Tell me what you saw.
I've seen the same TikTok.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
This woman said she believes, this is her theory. And I was like, oh, she said white women are declining in desirability, right? In America. He was like, thinness isn't what it used to be. People aren't checking for them like they used to check for them. So now they center themselves. They're watching a lot of crime podcasts and listen to a lot of crime podcasts and documentaries where they're the subject of the attention.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're basically drawing attention because they're not getting it from society like they used to. Movies are more diverse. Beauty is more diverse. Because remember when we was kids, it was Cindy Crawford's and the likes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Halle Berry came on the scene. I used to tell a joke about this. Halle Berry came on the scene and I was like, oh, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd only been pitched Cindy Crawford and, Carmen Diaz, those type of people who look like that. And remember when I saw Halle Berry, I was like, this one
Mm-hmm.
and ones like her. And think about the movie stars of yesteryear. Now you got more beautiful stars. I was watching old, what plus size models were called 10, 15, 20 years ago. Them
That's
is
regular. That's why I know I'm a nigga, like that woman said.
nigga obese.
I'm nigga. I'm not plus size. I am nigga. But please continue. So sorry.
So anyway, and I was just thinking that's why I don't go to the gym, because I don't want to be in there, the back of this video, because I'll be looking around.
Oh, so do I.
I'll be like, dang, I'll be like, men or women, I'll be like, you are strong. You did that all them times. I'll be like, look at you do pull-ups. I'd be so jealous people could do
No,
pull-ups.
I'd be judging. I'd be like, why you, especially men doing the pull-ups with the different body movements. Nigga, just do this. Just do this.
They'd be like,
yeah.
and my shoulder start tingling in my own body.
They be small though. They be real small.
Yeah, listen, when your body weight is a lot,
I am segmented. These wrists can't support these thighs. They were never meant to.
I don't know why I am segmented, and so I'm segmented.
I am.
I get bigger, go down.
Because the little men that be doing the stuff, they're one solid piece of muscle. They're like this. So everything is connected. Everything. I am this. It's all different pieces that go different ways. It does not. No, my fingers are the things that get sore when I try to do pull-ups. I don't even make it to these muscles. My fingers are like, you think I can hold up these fingers? 205? What about these? And I ain't got the most delicate looking hands, but these ain't.
You got them green pulling hands.
Oh, don't I? Been working out in the field. Me and my mama.
Pea shucking hands.
Come on. The acrylics is only just so you know how I identify. These fingers are not meant to pull up against gravity.
Gravity make you heavier.
205 with no momentum from dead to here. Nigga, I got to jump on a trampoline. There ain't no way.
That's what I be saying. I'm 270.
Listen.
That's 270 pounds.
And
you know what's wild?
What?
I be watching NFL games, and the man is 1,000 muscles. They be like, this behemoth of a man. This guy is the world's greatest specimen, 6'8", 240. I be like, huh. that man is 240. Whew. So me, Kevin.
Yeah, 270.
I'm talking defensive lineman. This man bitches 7,000 pounds with just his peaking 6'3", 265. The one on the front of the line?
that big.
The big one?
What is the desk? He only 260.
260? Ooh.
Yeah.
He's so strong as well.
He's so strong.
I can't push the other man. If I was on the NFL and that man come push me, I'm pushed.
I lay down. I lay down.
The last play of the Cowboys season, they had the running back at the center position. This man hiked the ball and got thrown 3 or 4 feet.
Oh no.
He's not supposed to be in there. Aaron Donald, okay? He's a defensive lineman, MVP, the greatest defensive player. He's 280 pounds.
He is a monster human being.
Wow.
Angel, the man is, I can't describe to you how strong he is.
Wow.
And he is 7 pounds more than me.
Just stock though.
Just
like
pure muscle.
So
I got a lot of gristle. Huh?
Where's all your weight?
I don't, my head.
It
I got big legs.
you do.
My
That's where
belly?
It's your legs. It's
My
your little
leg.
head.
I wish I could show y'all that video, Melissa, that picture.
I'm
My
glad you
legs
can't.
are muscle.
Kev got the legs, his body, yaddy.
Yeah.
I'm also 6'2" now.
Legs and hips. I know
People are like, Kev, you carry it well. My knees hurt.
you like, I'm actually not carrying it well.
I don't carry it well. It's
Can you
heavy.
do a pull-up?
What?
I
can
think
do
your
a
hands
push pop.
are more nicer than mine. Your hands, I've seen you play the pianos. You got more delicate fingers.
You got those hands.
Oh, I got the. If
You
I
can-
slap you, you're gonna remember it for a very long time. You are not about to be like Angel hit. You're gonna remember that a year or 2 from now. You're gonna feel it.
That's why I made that video. Let me see if I'm bigger than the. How much does the Rock weigh? What is the Rock at right now?
Oh, what does he weigh? What does
Because I just weighed
Dwayne
myself.
The Rock Johnson? Was he 230,
260.
260? Yeah, yeah.
I
Y'all
got
similar.
13 on Dwayne the Rock.
Y'all similar.
And he's 6'5".
And he's taller than you. He taller. He very big muscle. He very big muscle.
260.
He
But
very-
he's a lot of grilled chicken and broccoli. I have a
yeah.
lot of fried chicken.
Yeah, just cut that out. Come on. Best shape in your life when you hit 40. 4 months away?
It's too close.
You can do
It's
it.
not too close.
It is.
You
It's
can lose 40
train.
my
pounds.
birthday at the beginning of the month
You could lose 30 pounds in 3 weeks.
with a knife.
30 pounds in 3 weeks? You mean 3 months?
No, 3 weeks.
Well, you'll die.
What do you want from me?
You cut sugars.
You're going to be loose skin. You're going to be loose skin. I believe you because I have done like fast diets like that, but you're going to gain
It's
it back
gonna
in
come
2
right
days.
back.
You're going to blow up.
I'm gonna be big as
But
I ever was.
In 3 months, you could lose it and not gain
It's
it back.
over.
No, come on.
Today is Greg's birthday. Tomorrow, Marcus. That means January over. Okay, it's a wrap. Okay, Valentine's Day. I got to eat that
You got to eat Valentine's Day.
chocolate and steaks. Okay, that means February's over.
It's one day.
March, I'm on the road 4 weeks out of the month. That's out. April, spring break. I'm gonna be gone. Now it's May. I lose.
But not wait.
I'm obese, nigga.
He's a nigga.
All right, we love y'all. We're gonna try and hopefully we should do this more. This way we know the hotel Wi-Fi ain't gonna be a problem. But for the next 5 weeks, I'll be home on the week during the week. So we should have no issues recording. We love y'all. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Peace.